Frank Rzucek. Last summer, on August 13, 2018, my daughter Shannon Watts and her children were murdered. They were killed by Shannon's husband and the children's father, Chris Watts. I can't possibly describe how painful the last 11 months have been for myself, my wife, and my son, Frankie Jr. And for everyone else who cares so much about Shannon and her children. Just dealing with this type of tragedy is more than a family should bear. But I am making a statement today because for the past 11 months, piled on top of pain and the grieving of this devastating loss, our family has been subject to, horribly, cruelly abused, outright bullying, and on a daily basis. I don't want to draw more attention to the viral material that has been posted online, and so I don't want to go into specifics, but I will say that our family, including Shannon and her children and our grandchildren, have been ridiculed, demeaned, slandered, mocked in the most vicious ways you can imagine. We have been subject to false accusations, fake Facebook accounts, hate speeches, and constant stream of ugly, evil insults and attacks. Every time we turn around, there is someone trying to capitalize on our tragedy. By spreading false rumors and outright lies about Shannon and our grandchildren. We have been subject to threats on our lives, all because we are victims in painful tragedy. This is so wrong. It is cruel, it is heartless, it is flat wrong. It breaks my heart to know that we are not the first family to have to live through this kind of tragedy. And we won't be the last. Families like ours should have the right to be safe and the right to a basic level of privacy, the right to mourn in peace. And it boils my blood that my family and other families are dealing with worse imaginable tragedy have to deal with this kind of cruelty and bullying. It needs to stop. Yes, to Congress or to any position in power, we are calling on you to do something to pass laws that will protect victims of unspeakable crimes from this kind of abuse. Our online social media sites like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We have contacted you many times, reported this abuse, but no avail. We are calling on you again to do the right thing, to take some responsibility for your platforms and stop this despicable conduct. To the people who feel they are entitled to profit off our loss, we urge you, please stop. And for the people who are interested in this case, who feel compelled to comment and discuss, please stick to the truth. It is painful enough for us to just dealing with the reality. Reading the insane conspiracy theories, ugly false rumors, and lies only make it more painful. Finally, to the people who have stood with us, who have supported us and prayed for us and our family. For Shannon and her grandchildren, we can't thank you enough. God bless you all, and thank you for your time. Thank you.
Hey, Frank, quick question, and was asked this respectfully, but was there any fear about coming forward because you're now giving these people that are saying this stuff even more for their platforms, if you will?
No.
Did you come here, back to Colorado here today, for the sole purpose of doing this?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Why? Because I felt it needed to be done here at her house.
Because that's how bad it is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, are people, you know, it sounds like a lot of this is happening in the online space. I know you don't want to go too much into it, but people hide behind those names on the internet, and it sounds like that's what's kind of going on.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that and how that's...
Basically, it's a non-stop thing. Everybody's talking about things that were not done correctly, and keep pushing the issues. It's a lot of ugly out there. A lot of ugly.
I mean, how is your family? This should be your time to grieve. You went through the court process. This should be your time to, to grieve. And it sounds like you haven't even fully been able to do that very well because of everything else.
No, we haven't. It's not that we're looking at the stuff that's on YouTube's and Facebook, and it gets sent to us.
Have you had people contact you directly? Some of these things that are out there, have they contacted the family directly?
Not personally on our, live stuff, but on computer type, your phones and stuff.
Like Facebook messages, they try to contact you, some of these folks?
What would you tell those people? I mean, I know some of them might watch this or post this on the internet tonight. What would you tell them?
Like I've been telling them for the longest time, just stop. Please just stop. Get on with your lives. Leave ours alone. We can't grieve. It's just a non-stop thing. They know who they are. We have a lot of YouTubers out there that are, I'll mention YouTubers, and they are backing us. But there's a lot out there that are just terrible.
You mentioned lawmakers. I mean, is there something that you would hope they can do for legislation?
Well, I hope they can do something about these, this YouTube, Facebook, or Google, whoever is involved in the Twitters, and because it's not fair to these victims that are going through this. We don't deserve it.
You're speaking on behalf of other people.
I'm speaking on behalf of other people that I've read already in there, and it's not fair to us.
What has been the response, let's say, of Facebook when you said, please help us, and flag this? What's been the response?
Nothing. Nothing.
It's been nearly a year now since forward.
Yeah, because we hear it all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. This infuriates me. I seen this on my channel, my news channel here at home this morning. First thing I turned the TV on when I got up this morning was making my first cup of coffee. I've been seeing a lot of this going on for several months since Shanann and her children passed. And this is a heartbreaking story as it is, and then we got these people going around profiting off of these people with their YouTube channels. And just so you know, my channel is not monetized. I do not get paid for this. I do not want paid for this, but I am on a Vandiver now. This has got to stop. This isn't just going on with Shanann and her family. This is going on with a lot of people on YouTube. These YouTube creators seem to think that this platform is to go around and make everybody's life so miserable because theirs are so miserable that they just can't fathom the thought of not leaving these people alone. Holy cow, come on, guys. Where's your morals? Where's your compassion? God instilled this in all of us to have compassion and morals. You do not do this to people. These people are grieving. They've gone through the horror of seeing their entire family demolished by this man. And you guys think it's okay to profit off their death? You think it's okay to conspiracy theory everything? Just because you think, oh, well, that wasn't done right. Well, yeah, there was probably a few things the police did make mistakes on. They're only human, just like you. And then to cyberbully the family on top of everything that they're going through, they just had to pretty much put their entire family in the ground, bury them, and say goodbye forever. And you people think it's okay to bully and torment them? I'm very angry. And y'all can come at me all you want and try to bully me. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, so don't even try. But what you're doing is wrong. And I'm going to stand behind the Rzuceks, Mrs. Rzucek, Mr. Rzucek, her brother Frankie, and in the memory of Shanann and her beautiful, precious children, including little Nico, this has got to stop. And I will stand behind them 150%. Stop the cyberbully, guys. Can you see the pain on this man's face? He's back at Shanann's home, where she passed, where her children possibly passed. You know, where they lived. Whether they died there or not, they lived there. Their memories are in that house. And he's had to move back to Colorado to put a stop to this. YouTube's not listening. Google's not listening. Facebook is not listening. These people are being bullied, harassed, tortured, and they're not doing anything about it. I'm furious. I'm livid. You know, this world is really getting sad when this is all you people have left to do is to sit around on your computers playing armchair detectives, thinking that you know everything about the law and how murders work and blah, blah, blah. It's sickening. It's sickening. You can try to bully me. You can try to leave bad comments. I don't care. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. This is my opinion. Leave the Rzuceks alone. Let them grieve in peace. You know, losing a loved one is hard enough as it is without having people stalk you, bully you, say bad things about your family member that has passed. You know, put yourself in their shoes. Come on. You know, don't judge anybody until you walk a mile in their shoes. Y'all ever heard that? This has got to stop. I'm going to finish letting this video play, and I'm posting it to my channel. And I hope everybody shares, because this needs to go viral. If anything has ever gone viral on YouTube, God, please let this be it. This needs to stop. Cyberbullying, anybody needs to stop. Nobody deserves this. Just look at the pain on this man's face. Look at it. Standing in front of Shanann's home. Left his wife and son behind to come back here and take care of this BS. Yeah, I'm trying really hard not to cuss. And all my credit's going to go to the news channel that has posted this on YouTube and put it on their channel on TV. All the credits go to them for this video. But I want to thank Mr. Rzucek from the bottom of my heart for coming forward, because this is a serious situation that has been going on more than just the subject of Shanann and her kids and their death. This is going on all over YouTube. I cannot leave one platform and go to another without seeing somebody being bullied. And it's ridiculous, people. Come on. You know, what happened to compassion? What happened to morals? What happened to the love of others? You don't do this to families that have gone through such a tragic ordeal. It's like Mr. Rzucek says, it is so wrong in so many ways. Please stop the bullies. Please show some compassion. Please be kind to others and don't judge unless you've walked a mile in their shoes. You know, judging people is not our job. That's the Father's job. The man upstairs, that's his job, not ours. And this is Reality Bites, and I'm going to let this finish playing.
It's a ongoing thing. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are helping us, and they're pushing, and they're really pushing to get these people stopped. But it just seems as though YouTube just
doesn't
I don't
care.
know what it is with them.
Knowing this is such a big case, if you could choose how your daughter's name is being kept alive right now, how would you want people online to be talking about her and your granddaughters?
Speak the truth. My daughter and my grandchildren were beautiful people. And my daughter was a very smart person, intelligent person. And she needs to be kept that way instead of being ridiculed and talked down about.
You mentioned a little bit with the prepared statement, just thanking folks that, you know, can you speak more to that? I mean, your appreciation and gratitude.
Well, we get a lot of support from all over the world. You're talking England, Philippines, Australia. Everybody sends cards, gifts, supporting us. Don't even know us. And it hits you in the heart when you see that people out there really do care and don't even know you. Just by seeing what's going on out there, they appreciate you.
And speaking to the Tri-Town area, is there anything you wanted to say since you're here? The three communities up here that for the support and whatnot.
I just thank them all the time when I come out here. They're such a great neighborhood and great people out here.
How have you been dealing with the bullying? I mean, over the past couple months, short of what you're doing today, how has your family been trying to work through that?
Well, we just try to ignore it, but sometimes you just can't ignore it. It's a constant thing on your brain. They keep throwing it at you. It's sad when you get threats and everything else.
How are you planning? I know this is a personal question. How are you planning to mark that year? What might you guys be planning to do?
That's ours.
What else? Anything else? I mean, we don't want the bullies to win. Anything else that you'd like to say about your daughter or about the case?
No, my daughter is just, I just want her to be remembered how she was, a beautiful person. And just like all this to stop, not just for me, but for everybody else out there.
I mean, it sounds like today, really, you're defending her and her.
Well, yes, that's how she was. She defended herself, and I'm out here now defending her. It doesn't need to be like this. I shouldn't have to be out here doing this.
No.
These Facebook and people should be regulating their people instead of just letting them go, making money off of my daughter's death. It's ridiculous. There's a few out there making some big money off it.
I know the attorneys aren't going to answer a question, at least on camera, but has there been any dialogue with local lawmakers to take this to the next step?
That's something that we have discussed. At this point, there's no real update in that area.
So you've had some dialogue with lawmakers, representatives, that sort of thing?
It's something that we are in the process of. I'm trying not to go too deep into it, but that is something we've considered, something that we're following up on, yes. And more than just local, a few national as well. It is something that people are very concerned about. It is pressing, and it is something very tragic.
I was going to say, with something like this, too, it's probably hard because which police agency do you go to, that sort of thing. That's probably where it gets a little muddy.
Yeah. It honestly, it's been something that once again, we weren't anticipating talking to a whole bunch as attorneys in this case, but you're correct. I mean, there is no, and I mean, we called Facebook, we called YouTube, we called Twitter. I mean, honestly, when Frank talks about the people who were there for him, there's a dedicated group of people who were just going out there and constantly, reporting and trying to get back at these people, essentially to take these things down. but they're, like Frank is saying, there's no regulatory arm of YouTube. There's no customer service line for YouTube, no customer service line for Facebook to contact. And we have really tried and racked our brain over a year to get something done. A lot of this is just getting a message out there and hoping somebody responds.
That's what the message is for. Hopefully somebody will hear us.
Do you hope maybe that this could change law? I mean, is that also your plea?
I'm hoping it'll change the law, but I'm hoping that these, Facebook and all these people, really look at what's going on in their thing instead of just trying to get subscribers, whatever they want to call it. It's just, it's sad that they allow it to happen.
Obviously, nobody should have to go through this, but in your family, is there anyone specifically who's taking the deepest toll on this cyberbullying?
We all are.
Collective.
And Frank, I guess going over this past year, is it kind of maintained? Is it still?
It's still going just as strong as it was in the beginning. Like I said, it's not only my family; it's other families too.
Have you talked with them personally, or any of them?
Don't want to talk to them.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you, Mr. Rzucek. God bless.